In the Boxing Day fixture at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea with broadcast will start with Fadumo and then move to written press.
Hi.
Hey Marco, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Literally just wanted to ask on the team in the past
Probably too early to be sure about some players. We have to keep assessing them. As you know now, the game is coming thick and fast, and less time to recover between games. We have to keep assessing. And tomorrow, another session for us. We are going to assess the players, to see their availability, and of course to take decisions for the Boxing Day match.
And Berge is one of those players that need to...
Yes, he's one of not just him, but he's one. Of course, was a big knock in his ankle. Let's see, he's recovering from that situation, and tomorrow we are going to take a decision.
With that in mind, I know you haven't come to a decision with him and some of the other players, but with those injuries you already have out, the rest of these, Nelson, Kinisete, does that make you look at the prospect of a January window a bit different, bringing in reinforcements that can impact?
No, this moment of the season just show us that, and it's something that I took the decision, the way we like to work as well, to don't have a big squad, to have a normal size squad, if I can call in this way, with some young players around the team every single time, and to work with us. The examples, of course, Luke de Frugis, that is injured out now, but Josh King and Marshall, they are good examples of it. It's a decision, of course, when you have this type of moments, then when you have 3-4 players that they are injured, and 2 at least with long-term, plus there is only 3 long-term injuries, and of course other situations that can happen, like Sander Berge or Sasha Lukic or all that stuff. Sasha Lukic previous as well is create a different scenario for us, and of course we are looking for the squad, and if you have to do something, to add something for certain areas of the pitch, we are going to work on it, and probably it's going to be important, but it's not the most important right now. The important is they are the games that we have ahead of us, and to be focused on that.
Looking ahead to this West London derby with Chelsea, what have you made of Maresca and the work that he's done with his Chelsea side?
Very, very, very good. Very good. I think the impact clear there. We all knew and we know the individual quality they have. Of course, a football club that spent money like you never saw in short period of time, and that means that the quality for sure was there. Of course, all of us, you recognize last season the individual quality was there. Probably in terms of young players, it's not easy to find other club with so many and good young players to perform at the level they have been performing. But of course, the impact of Enzo and all that situation is being big. Clear ideal to play. Players in a very confident to play in that system. Brought in the idea of the manager too, and of course. Because that they have been so strong. They have achieving good results, playing well, being dominant most of the games, creating problems for the opposition almost every single game too, and of course it's going to be another big challenge for us. Not something new, because during this December month the tests have been really good for us, and big tests for us, and challenge ahead of us, and we have been embracing, and we want to do the same on the Boxing Day. It's not. I don't need to do it. It's not for me. I think Maresca is speaking about it clearly. What is his opinion? And much better, much more than my opinion. It's important to listen his opinion. It's not. We are not contenders. It's not something that we have to comment or make any comments on it. It's up to him. It's up to the club to talk about it, or for their players. We recognize their quality. The last 3 seasons, you don't find any club that spend more money than them probably in this country. That means that they want to think big. And when you think big in one club like Chelsea, you know what that means. But it's for Chelsea to talk about, and for Maresca, of course, the change is being big, and they have been adapting really well. That is the main thing, and I prefer really to talk about the football on the pitch, the way they have been playing. If they are contenders or not is not for me to make any comments.
Thank you, Marco.
Thank you very much.
Paul.
Thank you. I'll just push you on the injuries.
Yeah.
Is there any news at all on Harry or, I mean, you mentioned Sasha and Sander, but Emil Smith-Rowe as well?
He's doing his work. Probably, let's see if he's going to be ready for Chelsea or for Bournemouth. We really believe that he's going to be back soon. It's just a matter for us to take a decision if he's going to be to Chelsea and probably to Bournemouth.
With Sasha and Sander being doubtful, is that sort of holding midfield role giving you sleepless nights?
No, of course, they are really important. They have been really important for us. You know that you have 2-3 players that can play there, and the other is Harrison Reed that he got a surgery in his knee, plus Sasha Lukic and Sander Berge. And Sander and Sasha, they have been a great pair in some moments of the game, the way you want to play. Sometimes when you have to adjust some things. Of course, Sasha had that spell out because of his shoulder, come back in a good shape again. Probably is going to be ready for the game. We have to assess him tomorrow, and Sander, you are going to do the same and assess him if he's going to be ready or not.
So is it the same shoulder and the same issue with Sasha? Or is it?
Was a knock, nothing really, doesn't look so serious like the other. It was a knock and can happen in football match. The game was a challenge between him and the opposition side player, and can happen. Let's hope nothing serious.
You mentioned Josh King earlier. How's he reacted to his first Premier League start and being named man of the match by the club?
Okay, for sure pleased. For sure was a great feeling for him, for his family too, and was the aim for everything what you think about when you come from the academy, a club that you are so many years waiting for the chance. And I think it was a good performance from him. Overall, the performance of the team was not at the level that we have been playing in some games. But overall, looking for Josh individual, I think he had some good moments. He had some moments, of course, some people a bit surprised with his composure, the way he played with 17 years old. But for us, it was not a surprise, as I said before the match. For him to be there, of course, we have some absences. We have some players that they are out for that game. Andres Pereira was out. Emil was out too. Rhys Nelson was out too. But for me to take that decision, because I saw something not just during the week, in the past as well, that he was ready to take it, and he did it. In some moments, the game didn't look 17 years old at all, and this is the good thing to talk about him. And let's keep working with him. Don't rush everything that we don't need to do in 2 or 3 months or one season. What we can do in 2 or 3, but if he keep working hard, and I'm sure that he's going to be, because he's a really good boy and really focused one in his goals, really, and the team's goals. Is going to be more times on the pitch.
I think he played pre-season against Benfica, didn't he? And he's come off the bench once, so he's obviously been around the first team for a long time this season. But what can you give us a little insight into his character? Is it at 17 he must be shy and timid and quiet?
No, he's shy, but when he has the ball and when he's in the training ground, he's not shy at all. That is the main thing. Okay, you can be shy because you are young and everything sometimes is new. When you come from the academy, of course, it's important to respect what's happening around you, everything what is there. But when you are inside the pitch, when you are in training session, you are one like the others, and is the way. Even if he's a little bit shy after there, he's not shy no more, and is the big thing. It was a decision that I took last season. Josh King had a bad injury, if I can call it, in the end of last season, and I met with him and I told him, because we were thinking to push him in the first team last season when happened this situation. I told him from the first day of the pre-season he's going to be with us, and is what's happened. Very good pre-season from him. He's being around, he's being knocking the door, already made a debut coming from the bench, and was the great moment for him to do it as a starting level player. Unfortunately, didn't get the 3 points. I think it's going to be more a moment for him to remember even, and with a bit happier, but it was a good moment for him. And of course, we are here to support him and keep him, giving the right time for him to keep performing at the level we think he can do it.
With his age and that performance, is he a genuine option for Stamford Bridge when the level of opposition gets so big and it's a second game you just fight that?
First, it's important to understand that I took a decision not because it was Southampton. To be honest, I took a decision not because it was Southampton, and it's important. Was a game that we needed really a more creative midfielder there. and without Andreas, without Emil, they are the players that they can be there. Probably Alex Iwobi can be there too, but with the injury of Reece Nelson, we didn't have the chance to push Alex Iwobi inside. And the decision, because if probably the game was against different opposition, probably is going to be there anyway. It was not because it was Southampton and our opposition side, and he's going to be in contention to the game. If he's going to start or not, we have to wait. We have another session, and after we are going to decide.
Just one on Chelsea, it looks like you'll be up against Tosin, who you know very well, obviously. How, looking back to the summer, how disappointed were you to lose him? And then how pleased are you with the way that situation has been handled and resolved, filling the gap that he, Tim Ream and even Joao in front?
Of course, he was, and as you mentioned, Tim Ream as well. I think Tim was a great servant for this football club, so important for me since I arrived, and for us. He was really down when we arrived, was probably in his mind to leave the club, and we took him for his best level, and probably you probably know for sure he has his best moments in Premier League with us, and helped the club really to be recognized as a Premier League club, definitely. And Tosin, slightly different because he's younger, but he was so important in 3 seasons with us. I think he did improve really, and it's nice to see him. It's nice to see him. It's going to be nice to see him there. Of course, during the game, he's going to try to win. We are going to try to win as well. But was a good professional, good lad, always open to learn, and quality player. And because he's a quality player, the reason why he's playing right now at Chelsea and doing so well. And that's it. It's going to be a good thing. The way we replace them or we sign different type of players, as you mentioned about Tim Ream, even João, we mentioned João. I think we did what we have to do in a club like us. If you want to keep growing, if you want to keep improving and don't feel the players that they leave the club, you have to react, you have to be ready for it, and I think you did it well, and let's hope we can keep doing in the same way. That means that the club is going to be growing.
And just tomorrow, what does Christmas Day at Casa da Silva look like? How much time do you allow yourself to switch off?
It's not many, as you know. Session today and tomorrow session again to prepare, and you are going to be overnight in the hotel because we have a game to play, and we are going to have enough time with the family. All of us, we and our families, we are completely adapted for the situation, and we know what means this period that is really important for all of us and our families as well. But we have a job to do, and being balanced, everything we can do, we are going to do, and never lose the focus of what is important. That is about the game on the Boxing Day, and have enough time to enjoy the family too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Any further questions for broadcast? It's the broadcast section.
Oh, yeah, it's actually written.
It's written? Okay, if we can switch cameras off, please.